After our peaceful days in Nantes, we said goodbye to the Italian-looking streets of Clisson, and now we turn our route from west to east, toward the Loire Valley, where fairy tales and reality intertwine. Castles, vineyards, the footsteps of kings, artists and geniuses.
People told us that parking will be difficult in Europe, and it certainly is, but somehow we manage it. We are at the center of Nantes.
But this journey isn't just a trip. The Schengen clock is ticking. Time is running out. Will we make it home by September? In this episode, a mesmerizing route from Nantes to Blois. A journey into the heart of the castles begins. If you're ready, we're entering the Loire Valley.
We are in the Nantes. They have a green light on the pavement. When you follow them, it takes you to all the touristic area.
Alright, imagine we've just stepped off the train in Nantes. You know that feeling when a city immediately feels calm but alive at the same time? That's Nantes. Most visitors arrive at Gare de Nantes, and it's such an easy entry point. Within minutes, you're walking toward the historic centre. No chaos, no overwhelming traffic, just trams gliding by, cyclists everywhere, and that soft Loire Valley light. And in the 18th century, it was actually one of France's most important port cities.
That's the infamous Chateau in Nantes. And the colors. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Because it sits along the Loire River, it became a powerful trading hub. That maritime wealth shaped the elegant architecture you see downtown today. Chateau des Ducs de Bretagne. Then, suddenly, you see it. Right in the heart of the city stands the magnificent Chateau des Ducs de Bretagne. It almost feels like you've stumbled into a medieval movie set. Thick stone walls, a wide moat, massive towers. This castle dates back to the 13th century and was once home to the Dukes of Brittany. And here's a fun historical twist. Anne of Brittany, who grew up here, eventually became Queen of France, twice. Her marriages helped unite Brittany with France, and this castle was at the centre of that political drama. Jardin des Plantes. Now, let's slow things down. Just a short walk from the castle, you'll find one of the most peaceful corners of Nantes.
This is a figure that is famous. Spot where we can sit and have a beer and cool off.
The Jardin des Plantes de Nantes. This botanical garden was created in the early 19th century and feels like a green escape tucked away in the city. Giant trees, exotic plants, elegant greenhouses, and little artistic surprises hidden among the flowers. It's not just a garden, it's a place where locals come to read, families picnic, and travellers pause.
Where are we?
Again, tire shop.
I think we're getting a second tire repaired. This morning I woke up and I looked at the trailer and the back tire was just down. I'm going like, geez, what's going on? And then here you are. You see that? I think the top is just falling off right here. He said, just give me 20 minutes, I'll take care of it. I mean, I cannot believe how many nails we picked up from the road. Matthew's helping us. He found the hole and now he's cleaning it, and he's doing it the right way. How are you, Matthew? It's hot, look at you. All dripping. Thank you. He's putting the bolt in. And he's gonna put the patch on. Well, as you can see, our girl is getting little attention. I think she got a bit jealous because the koca olan got the attention a couple days ago And now she says, I want to be changed too. Well, at least it's not like what happened to us in America. There, the whole thing just blew up, remember?
Yeah,
And then we had to have an roadside emergency. Here I noticed it at the campsite, and then we just refilled the air, and then we drove about 15 kilometers, which was no problem, and got to the door of the tire repair shop. That makes things much easier.
From Nantes to Blois. As we left Camping Casanova du Chêne, we left behind the calm rhythm of Nantes. The road now takes us to one of the most historically dense regions in France, the Loire Valley. Our first stop, Camping les Acacias near Tours. From here, exploration begins.
Good morning! Today is our first day of castle hunting. We're in Loire Valley, we're in Tours, but on the way we stopped at the tourism center and we're gonna get the map so that we'll have a more efficient route. In this area, 2 days, so today and tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go up to Boyce,
Okay.
and then we have another 2 days. We wanna see everything around here,
Oh, okay.
well, most of it.
Now you are just here.
We are right
Oui.
there, okay?
Blois is just here.
This is
Blois.
Blois. Oh, the one that
Yeah.
I butchered the name.
I understand.
Okay.
Chaumont-sur-Loire, this castle.
We're gonna get here later,
Ah.
next following day. So we want to see everything
Okay.
south here. And I know that it's what's near here is the Leonardo da Vinci's castle.
Oui.
Yeah. Then from there, then we can go south. And I have a little itinerary for myself, but I want to double check with you
Okay.
to see if I've done it correctly.
The house of Leonardo da Vinci is just here
Right.
in Amboise.
Uh-huh.
In Amboise, there are 3 castles.
3 castles.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh,
But
wow.
I
But which one is the best?
I prefer Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
All right. Then there's
after-
something
yeah.
else here.
Here, yeah, Chenonceau.
Chateau.
You can visit or just see. if you
Look.
want.
And then there must be something around here. 3 of them are here.
Yeah, Villandry,
Uh-huh.
Azel-Rideau,
Yeah.
and Langeais.
I see. So 1 day is enough?
No.
No. No. We're Americans. We come, we take a picture, we run.
For you, maybe. For me, no.
And then Chamboy is the big one. The biggest one is
Yes.
north, right? That's
Yeah,
about
it's
60 kilometers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
about
that's-
1 hour. Yeah.
We're gonna do that from here.
Okay.
So we know.
Maybe you follow.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is how do you say it?
Well, we just spoke with Sandra. She was very helpful. She picked us all the good castles to visit, and then we put it on the map, and then we numbered them. So today, this is our number 1. The castle is broken down or demolished, but they have beautiful gardens
And wine.
and wine. She said you must visit. And Warsaw, I don't want to butcher the names. This one is the second one to visit. In Chateau Loire, this is the third one that we will go. She said this is beautiful, the gardens, just like Monet's gardens. And then, of course, this is Chambord. This is the biggest. The other one was for second day. This one is the Clos-Luz, Chateau de Clos-Luz. This is for Leonardo's castle. This is the ladies' castle. This has an interesting story. The king has given this to his mistress. We'll tell you the juicy story once we visit. The Chateau de le Rideau, right here. And this one is actually a fort, but it's above the river, offshoot of Loire River. And the views are going to be beautiful. Langeais. That. And the last one, but not the least, is Villandary. So we're going to see this one. Gardens are beautiful. Of course, this is a very, very, very ambitious plan. If we can see 2 or 3 today, it's going to be the success.
You're exploring the Loire Valley and looking for a place that feels authentic, peaceful, and deeply rooted in history. Welcome to Langeais. At first glance, Langeais is a quiet little town resting along the banks of the Loire River. But give it a moment, walk its narrow streets, look at the pale limestone houses glowing in the sun, and you begin to feel it. This isn't just a stop on a map, it's a place where time slows down. The Loire River has shaped everything here for centuries. It carried merchants, kings, and barrels of wine. It nourished the land and created the perfect conditions for vineyards to thrive. The soil around Langeais, a mix of sand, gravel, and limestone, combined with the mild Atlantic-influenced climate, makes this one of France's most expressive wine regions.
Well, we're here at the second chateau of the day, and we're in a little village. We got honked by an impatient French driver, and I just gave it back to him, of course.
And wine here is not a trend, it's tradition. Langeais sits close to 2 important Loire Valley appellations, Bourgogne and Touraine. In Bourgogne, Cabernet Franc is the star. These reds are elegant and fresh, full of red berry flavours like raspberry and cherry, sometimes with subtle notes of spice or violet. They're lighter than many French reds, beautifully balanced and incredibly drinkable. If you prefer white wine, the Loire Valley is home to Chenin Blanc, one of France's most versatile grapes.
Well, every village has a beautiful little town square, and they just fill it up with flowers, beautiful colors. Coming into the village, I was stopped by a guy who just got in the middle of the road, and he took a picture of the truck and he gave me a salute.
Depending on the winemaker and the terroir, it can be crisp and mineral, slightly honeyed or even sparkling, but it always carries that signature Loire freshness. The history of winemaking here stretches back to Roman times. Later, medieval monks carefully cultivated the vineyards, refining techniques and preserving knowledge that shaped the region's identity. Even today, many estates are family-run, passed down through generations. That's what makes Langeais special. There are no massive commercial wineries dominating the landscape.
They have a good range of prices, aren't they? And they're not so expensive.
6.5 euros.
Oh, really?
Instead, you'll find small vineyards, intimate tasting rooms, and sometimes even cellars carved directly into limestone rock.
That's the entrance to the castle. They have a drawbridge, but they have no moat.
Welcome to Château de Langeais, one of the most atmospheric and strategically important castles in the Loire Valley. At first glance, it feels like something pulled straight from a medieval storybook. Towering stone walls, dramatic turrets, and a working drawbridge that instantly transports you back in time. But this isn't just a beautiful castle. This is a place where the fate of France quietly shifted behind closed doors. The story of Langeais begins in 992, when the formidable Count of Anjou, Fulk Nerra, built one of the earliest stone keeps in France, right here on this hill overlooking the Loire River. This was not built for romance or comfort, it was built for power. Controlling this stretch of the Loire meant controlling trade, movement and influence.
Half close, I don't know. You said rooms side by side? Let's do close.
To enter a world of carved wood, grand fireplaces, tapestries, and carefully reconstructed rooms that reveal how nobility actually lived at the end of the 15th century. And then, on December 6, 1491, this castle witnessed one of the most important weddings in French history. Inside these very walls, Charles VIII of France married Anne of Brittany. This was no ordinary ceremony, it was a political masterstroke. Their union effectively bound Brittany to the Kingdom of France, reshaping the country's future and strengthening royal power. Today, a remarkable scene inside the chateau recreates that wedding moment, allowing visitors to stand almost face to face with history. As you walk through the rooms, you'll discover an impressive collection of 15th century furnishings and rare Flemish and Aubusson tapestries. These pieces don't just decorate the walls, they tell stories of status, faith, and daily life. But Langeais isn't only about stone and strategy. Step beyond the walls and into the gardens, and the atmosphere softens. Tall cedar and sequoia trees frame peaceful pathways, and from certain viewpoints you can catch sweeping vistas of the Loire Valley. It's here, in the chateau's park, that history takes flight, literally. Visitors gather on the lawns for a captivating bird of prey show that brings the medieval art of falconry to life. Hawks, falcons and owls soar overhead with astonishing speed and precision, diving low across the grass before returning to their handlers. In the Middle Ages, falconry was a symbol of nobility and skill, and watching these magnificent birds glide against the backdrop of fortress walls feels like witnessing a living fragment of the past. Château de Langeais is more than just another Loire Valley castle. It's a place where early medieval ambition, royal strategy, and living tradition come together in one remarkably preserved setting.